Hello. Doing just a quick little drive in some winter weather to get some breakfast. You can see that these roads really haven't been driven on very much. And we are here in Texas where this happens about once every 2 years. And basically, none of us drive on it. So this is a little scary. This is going too fast. So I'm going to slow down. I don't want to go see, I'm sliding right there with the regenerative braking. I don't want to go anywhere near the speed limit. And I'm in sloth mode. So let's try starting this again, see if it can. Yeah, no, I don't want to go too fast here. All right. You would think that it would see the weather. I mean, not only is it, snowy. This is what this is this is a big layer of sleet. Yeah, we're accelerating here. This is too fast. This is a big layer of sleet. And on top of that, it snowed all night. Since it's 2 days worth. And the whole city was prepared, so nobody's been driving on it. But you would think it would see how white the road is, and no, it needs to just like go very minimal speed, very minimal acceleration, very minimal braking. So I just re-engaged it. And we'll see if it can stay. The speed didn't really bother me as much as the fact that it has to stop. Is what was bothering me. So this isn't too bad. Let's see if it stops here without sliding. Okay. As crazy as it sounds, you would think it'd be location dependent, knowing that we're in Texas and we see all this. This is too fast. I gotta stop. You would think that if the neural net saw all this weather and then looked at the location that it's in North Texas, it'd be like, okay, we got to drive slow on this stuff. There's going to be crazy people out here that don't know how to drive in it. I'm sure they don't have any of that logic built in, but the tires I have on this car, just this, whatever comes stock. Michelin, I think they're all weather, but they're not summer tires. They're all weather, I guess. So this isn't too bad. This is the first time I've ever driven a Tesla in any kind of snow, sleet. I've owned Teslas for almost 2 full years. I missed that first winter because I think about my first one about March 2 years ago, right when the V12 came out and went wide and had that free trial. V12 FSD, that is. That's what got me hooked on FSD. So we're going 22. This is a little fast. Okay. All right, green light. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, car's sliding like crazy. Okay, we're going too fast. So the car turned, and it turned too fast. I mean, I could tell it was going to be too fast, but I looked at it and I could kind of see that there were kind of some grooves in the snow, so I felt like the car wasn't going to go crazy. And so I let it do it, knowing that I didn't think we'd slide off the road. And yeah, it went sideways. What was really cool was the wheel really reacted to the slipping. So that's definitely one thing with V14 is it in V13, I believe, and I only know this by watching other people's videos again, because this is the first winter. We didn't have any winter weather last year, or if we did, it was so quick that it just went away the next day and never got a chance to drive in it. But with the winter weather, in V13, from what I could see from other videos, is as soon as the car would start sliding, whoa, we're sliding. As soon as the car would start sliding, basically FSD would go to the red steering wheel and just shut off. This is just too fast. I'm going to stop it. Okay, we're going to start it back up. A little bit slower. Versus it seems like V14 is handling the weather. Actually, this route is a bad route. I don't know why it does this route. I haven't gotten any of the poor weather detected messages or any of that. This is pretty fast. I'm going to slow down because I don't want to go crashing into that whatever. I'm not. I just, that embankment there. I just want to kind of chill. I have confirmed this breakfast place is open this morning, which is pretty shocking. Okay. I'm the only car. It seems like everyone that's out in this is in a truck. It wants to back in. I'm not letting it. Yeah, I'm not going to let it back in. I say that. I want to park front end right there. I have an issue, and again, I've mentioned this in other videos. It's my issue. I don't like backing in front of the door of a business. I think it's just kind of rude for people that are walking out. I'm seeing you back in, so that's what it wanted to do. It wanted to back in right there at that front, right here at the front door. So I'm just going to kind of park here, and all right, we'll film on the way back. Okay, so we're going to head back. Feel bad for this business. They're very, very slow. They're one of the few that it's a local donut / breakfast place, and they're one of the only places open, but nobody is here. Nobody's come here, so they're literally giving free boxes of a dozen donuts with every purchase. So I bought 6 donuts, and they gave me a free box, which I wanted to tell them to keep, because there's no way I'm going to eat those. But it's the desperation on the owner's face to get rid of the donuts. I went ahead and took them. Okay, we're going way too fast. We're sliding around. I can't believe I don't know why it's not detecting that we need to go slower. I mean, I had to stop and from what everyone's told me about how well it's doing in the winter, I don't see it at all, because maybe it's me, maybe I have because I literally have 0 winter driving skills. It's too fast. Maybe FSD has more. Actually, FSD definitely has a lot more training in winter weather than I have, because out of the 30 years I've been driving, I think I'm 20, 30 times I've driven in this in my life. And I've driven 20,000 miles a year. I've always driven a lot, but it just doesn't happen here. It happens so infrequently that you can just stay home, and that's basically what we've done this whole weekend. My intention was to do a video like this, but then I realized it's just not very smart to do that. But today I had the opportunity to come out to this local place. Thought it would be, and so I'm glad I'm out here doing this. But I'm really surprised that it's not going slower. To me, it just doesn't feel safe. But don't know if I would feel safe with someone from up north driving me in this who drives in this all the time either. So it might just be a problem with me. But if I could safely demonstrate it doing something that is absolutely unsafe, I would. It's kind of ridiculous. I guess what I'm talking about is if there was no one in the intersection and it had to stop here, but it slid into the intersection, I would love to demonstrate that to show you that it's not being safe. It doesn't feel safe. I'm surprised it's driving as fast as it is. So. All right, we're just going to go down this neighborhood road here. It's about 17 degrees outside. I think it's not supposed to get above freezing today. It's interesting is it's still snowing. The forecast showed it wasn't going to snow today anymore, that it was done, but I guess I was wrong. Now I'm looking at the speed. It's going 27. I think I'm starting to feel more comfortable going faster. So maybe this is me. Just earlier I was like, no, I can't go more than 10 or 15. Now I'm a little more comfortable because I feel the car can find traction on top of the ice and the snow. But well, anyway, this has just been a snow drive. I didn't mention it before. This is FSD 14.2.2.3. I don't have 14.2.2.4 just yet. Thank you for watching. If you like FSD content, please subscribe. I have a decent amount of views and viewing hours. I just have very few subscribers. So please subscribe. I'm not going to post too much more than just, I think, FSD and Tesla content. So I would really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.